Ladies and gentlemen, Kazangpo, and welcome to the THIRANG FC for yet another match day of the BoB Bhutan Premier League. Today's fixture sees THIRANG FC welcome one of the hottest teams in Bhutanese football, THIMPHU City FC. The two sides arrive in completely contrasting form. THIRANG are searching for their first victory in 6 matches, while THIMPHU City have won 7 straight and continue their pursuit of league leaders Paro FC. It promises to be yet another fascinating encounter here in THIRANG. But before we get this one underway, let's have a look at today's starting 11s. For THIRANG, it is their captain and goalkeeper Antonio Dylan da Silva and the head coach Pima, John Payne Sasha, formerly their captain Alex Willen, the former Grizzly, Kinzatsering, Tampi Ernest, Pima Toji, Rinchen Namgel, Vijay Samal, Singawachu Tezwanda, and Afizal Owale Oladipo. In the starting 11 for THIRANG FC, a couple of big names on the bench, including the beloved Zenda Doji, who will not get to start. But in the meanwhile, here's a look at their opposition today for THIMPHU City and their starting 11. Under head coach Rolo Zapata, it is Sringdenum on goal, Jonathan Zorilla, Kinzatashi Topten, Chieno and George, Chignam Seltop, Sadiq Suli, Jitsin Doji, Daud Sering, Bakrom, Organ Wachu, their captain, and Krishan Ganejanov, the centre-back, rounding out the starting 11 as we have the Warriors stepping out on the field for an amazing showdown again last time around between the two. Up here at Chang Limitang, it was a 2-1 outing that favoured THIMPHU City. Saw the opening from Stefan Stalin in the 25th minute for THIRANG, but that glory did not last long. A response in the first half from Organ, a winner in the second half from Sadiq Suli gave the citizens the victory over the away side then. But right now at home in one of the most scenic views in Bhutan, we have THIMPHU City FC in blue, we have THIRANG in white for yet another brutal showdown. Ladies and gentlemen, before we proceed further, let us stand for the national anthem.
If you are able to rise, please rise for the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kazangpo, and welcome back again to the THIRANG Artificial Turf as we get set for kickoff. For THIRANG FC, the home side, this has been a difficult spell. 6 matches right now without a victory has seen them slip to 8th in the standings, but the performances have often deserved far more than the results they've received. The quality of their football is evident. The movement, the attacking football, and the chances created. But football ultimately rewards goals and points, and that's what's been missing in recent weeks. The good news is that they still hold a comfortable cushion over the relegation places, 6 points clear of THIMPHU FC. So today's objective, less about survival, more about rediscovering the winning feeling that made them one of the league's surprise packages earlier in the season. But right now on screen, the referees for today, Ugan Penjo, the main referee, assisted by Tsering Phunso and Him Kumar Sunwar and Choki Om. But back again to the context. For THIMPHU City today, their opponents, they have been in magnificent form. Right now, they are hot on the 7 consecutive league victories, which have transformed THIMPHU City into genuine title contenders. They also possess the best defensive record in the league, conceding fewer goals than anyone else. 7 goals conceded. Right up in front of them is Paro with 10 goals allowed. That consistency for THIMPHU City has been their foundation of their success. Borough right now currently sit 5 points clear at the top, but THIMPHU City have a game in hand with that. Win that, and suddenly the gap narrows once again. If both clubs continue on their current trajectories, there's every chance their meeting later this season could decide the championship. And again, if you didn't know, the last match of the season has been decided to be between THIMPHU City and Borough. So, well, couldn't ask for a better ending. That is why there can be no complacency. Today, every point matters, every mistake is magnified, and every away trip presents another examination of a team's championship credentials. Moments away from kickoff here in TSIRANG. Thank you to all our viewers for tuning in. Big thanks to our sponsors as well. We are listening to your feedback. We do have them on screen for you guys right now. But again, massive thanks to Bank of Bhutan for making everything possible. Coca-Cola, our bearish partners, Trucare, and Bhutan Telecom as well, alongside Hummel, whose newest jerseys debuted just not long ago. Is an amazing collection this season for Bhutan football. Do let me know if you grabbed a national team jersey and which jersey you grabbed. The signature orange and white, as always, alongside the amazing addition of the black and purple dragons. But without further ado, let me know which team you are in support for today. Let me know what the result for today will be like. And also do let us know if there are any other feedbacks, any other improvements that we can make, at least from our part down here at the ground. But as we are nearing the countdown for kickoff, this is your commentator, Toji, to take you through the day. And with that, we are now in action between the two. THIMPHU City, to start it off, they are playing long. Jonathan Zorella, their primary creator right now, right behind Richard Sanya in terms of the assist leader. On the other end of the spectrum, they do have Sadiq Suli, who is right now behind league leaders Yuta Mishima. 9 goals to Sadiq Suli's name, 10 goals to the Japanese. So 2 spots he will have to climb up if he wants to get his name up as the lone top scorer of the league heading into the last few stretches of the season. But right now, pretty much the same starting 11 for TSIRANG with a couple more adjustments. Zanadoji has been shifted over to the bench. Tenzin Wanda, who we saw take part in that loss versus Transport United as a starter, ended unfortunate for TSIRANG. It was a 2-0 result that came in from goals from Abayomi and Zangpo, I believe the second goal scorer was. But on the other end, THIMPHU City has completely decimated the most recent opposition. 9th on the table, Tensung faced off against THIMPHU City. 7-1. The scoreline in that match saw 2 goals from Jitsin, who was awarded the Man of the Match award for his amazing contributions, his amazing energy during that match. We saw a goal from Chiano in the first half, saw one from Park Rome in the final stretch. Sadiq Suli, as always, alongside Kinza Tashi, who had one for himself in the 24th minute. But right now, with Antonio Dylan da Silva, came over from the second division of the I-League, only 26 years old, and so far, all of the foreign goalkeepers have just been amazing. It is a fact I say again and again, but again, can't really appreciate how much impact they are having for their respective teams. Antonio Tikendra, Sachinja, a lot of premier talents who are shining in that goalkeeper position. Kenza Tsering had that one red card which sent him out for a game, but right now he is back in that left back position. His role may very well be needed. His abilities may very well be tested against Barker Rome, who does have a bit of muscle about him. Realized that last game, but does remind me a bit about prime skinhead Rooney, given the way he plays. Not quite the tallest forward out there, but does play his heart out. And right now, back with THIMPHU City, slow possession. They do like to start out with a 4-1-4-1 with Jonathan anchoring the entirety of their build-up. The rest of their midfield and forward lineups committed to runs up front, allowed that freedom as well. Has played out to perfection so many times. This time, a bit late from Alex Willen on the challenge. Jonathan earns them an early set-piece opportunity. A quick reminder, while we wait for play to resume, THIMPHU City right now second, 5 points away from Paro, but there is a game difference, so it will be 2 points if they secure a win today. But TSIRANG, 8th on the rankings, may want to defend this one fairly well. They do. A header sends it back out. Daud Tsering has Jitin in the middle, will decide to float one over to the other end for Kinza Tashi to try his chance at a cross, but Kinza able to get the advantage over the opposition. It is now TSIRANG in calm possession. They are making steady strides up front. Afiz Oladipo, the former Grizzly. Haven't seen him in a while this time. Match up against Kushan. Chance up front, but a crucial effort on defense. A challenge well timed will send that effort from Vijay Samal away. Just enough pressure there from Daud Tsering, who made it really difficult for Vijay to force it in past Tsering Dendo, but amazing run from Afiz Oladipo. And TSIRANG with the chance to gain the lead 5 minutes into the match. It is a left-footed delivery, slow and short. Chance follow-up, blocked off. Follow-up again, but high up in the air from TSIRANG. Two crucial chances back-to-back inside the span of a minute, and both of them have been thrown down the drain. A huge wake-up call for THIMPHU City, who were expecting a walk in the park coming into TSIRANG. But right now at home, TSIRANG putting on a show for their fans. Pressure early on. Tsering Dendup yet to be tested, however, despite those two shots. Kushan over to Jonathan. Jitin. Cheno straight down the middle. Daud Tsering has organ, but a triple team committed to him does not allow him any space to turn around. And now Kizatashi. Bakrom. Still Bakrom looking to play it in. Sadiq Suli, left foot. Had a bit of power to his shot, but unable to find it on target. Had Antonio on the ground if that was ever coming in bottom corner. But no chance with that shot. Have to appreciate the shots coming in early from both sides. Advantage for neither, but momentum steadily being built up. Singer misjudged the trajectory of that ball, missed that header by quite a mile, and THIMPHU City's ball it is. Kinzatashi. Again, a lot of names THIMPHU City could go to, so they have no reason to play conservative. Legend of their newest Uzbeki signing, Karmasherov, Kilipenjo, Tsidimpaza, Dominic Douglas, Kush Bozorov, all on the bench. You can catch a glimpse of the Argentinian coach in the frame as we prep for that, but look at that contact. Not really intentional. Play on the ball, just unfortunate. It ended up grazing the foot of Sadiq Suli. But does get him a chance. Jonathan Zorella plays it right in, floated up, responded equally as strongly, and now Kinza. Singe. The two of them unable to find advantage past the triple team. Kinzatashi at the end of those setups from Bakrom and Jonathan Zorella. Jitin. Shot coming in straight down the middle, but it is straight towards Antonio Dylan da Silva. Seven minutes in, but so many chances created both ways. Two shots coming in, the most recent for THIMPHU City, but not quite enough power on them to really threaten Antonio Dylan. On the other end, it has been exciting runs up front from TSIRANG FC Olowale, who hasn't really gotten the chance to shine, but again, hasn't really been in form for his campaign for TSIRANG. Not quite the production from his side to match the consistency he showed with Transport United last season. But does seem like having been sat out the last couple of games has given him the sense of urgency to play at his hardest. Singe. Tendo again has been excellent this season, but his international call-up didn't really go according to plan. Did get to start and play one match. 4 goals conceded in that. A lot of mistakes coming in off of misread trajectories, misread high balls coming in off of crosses and corners. But his ability back here in domestic action has simply been amazing. Hopefully he is able to keep that form up for today as well, because TSIRANG are not being shut out completely by the league's most amazing defense. Denzwara used to come in as a sub for TSIRANG, but having produced so many spectacular goals and so many spectacular chances, has been named consistently as a starter as TSIRANG! Alex Willen, yet again, opening up his performance at home with just another banger! His second goal of the season, and it is the same fashion as the first one. Last time versus RTC saw that amazing effort that started a streak of screamers from distance, and right now is doing the same. 10 minutes it took for Alex to find himself just enough space. And TSIRANG are off to a hot start at home. What a start we've had here in TSIRANG. Both teams coming out with real attacking intent, and already we've seen one go in. No chance there from TSIRANG Dendo. Did his well to react to that, but again, just amazing execution on that shot. Just wow. Amazing from Alex Willen as TSIRANG now up 1 against THIMPHU City's 0. But again, rest assured, given the intensity of this match, should be a response coming in anytime soon. The only question is, will it be from the Blues or will it be from the home side in white? For a TSIRANG side that has waited 6 matches for a victory, that goal may have meant far more than just a 1-goal advantage. It may be momentum that they missed for a long time. On the other end, THIMPHU City has not tasted defeat in their last 7 games. Not even a draw. It has been a 7-game win streak. Their last lost game against RTC, a 1-0 outing. But right now, the pressure that they have missed, the pressure that they have escaped from, finally back and placing a huge burden on their shoulders. An amazing setup for a dramatic showdown here at TSIRANG, courtesy of Alex Willen, 10th minute opener. Sadiq Suli has been one of the league's most informed producers and right now creating that chance for Tawa. Does seem like the goal will be for THIMPHU City. Had one chance earlier, couldn't really find an advantage as Tampere has headed it back out, but right now it is a more direct zone. A lot more chaos for TSIRANG to deal with. It is Jonathan. Could either go for a shot, does have the technique for it, either could set it up as THIMPHU City does have a lot of antics they could work with. Kush Bozarov, Tampi Ernest, personnel that has created a lot of chances off of header opportunities. He will decide to chip it over to the left, but header coming in from TSIRANG, cleared off for no danger. Jingnam. A lot of ambition for THIMPHU City this season, but again, the pressure being a championship chasing team, your identity is defined by how they respond to setbacks, and right now they are looking a bit erratic. A different challenge at that point as TSIRANG again riding off of that momentum last time around when Alex Willen scored that banger versus RTC. It was immediately followed up by efforts from Tsena Doji, who is right now not in the starting 11, but again, that same capacity is capable of being produced by any other member of the TSIRANG squad. It has been one of their most brightest facets that they have a really good team. Just that victory has eluded them time and time again. Stefan Solin, their top scorer right now, could be capable of that same heroic following up on Alex Willen's brilliance. As this time, looking to make it dangerous, Tenzin Wana got off an amazing shot from his side, but the rain picking up here at TSIRANG got that shot just a bit awkward, sitting there properly tensed, but just lucky that it was not on target. Kushan up front to Bakrom, has all the space in the world. Kinzat Sering, a solid name in Bhutan football this season with his capacity, but chance for Tawa. Missed that pass in the middle to Jitsin, who will get the follow-up, but blocked off by Tampi Ernest. TSIRANG with a marvelous job defensively, denying those back-to-back attacks from THIMPHU City. So many chances piling up, just unfortunately. There is a bit of pressure coming in from the side of THIMPHU City as they look to get those shots in. Otherwise, when they play free, they are known to be very, very streaky. The chance from a header does not go the way of the net, and Dawa Sitting stealing it off, but a bit of a late call, but a call it is for TSIRANG. You can see the urgency from the visitors. They are picking the tempo up, but right now, with the pressure of a goal on them, they do look a bit scared. A bit hesitant, a bit fearful of mistakes from their part, and right now that is simply making their efforts just that much more worse. TSIRANG, however, expecting this response, they are right now putting THIMPHU City further and further down on their back foot again. Again, Mr. Datsinge keeps it in midfield. It is a 2-on-1, the aerial challenge won by THIMPHU City. Bemadoji trying to make an ambitious play up in the air, but THIMPHU City advantage, they will get the possession back. Olawale Oladipo only one to beat. It is an open lane up front here. Now coming in hot. Waited for the right timing. Amazing read from the defender Olawale. Way too hesitant. Could have taken the shot much, much earlier, but confused as to what he should do. And Chieno having a free meal. But efforts may not want to die down yet. It is a corner opportunity for TSIRANG. Tenzawada taking the chance to set his teammates up, the right footer. It is played way far out. Alex Willen at its end, but contested. THIMPHU City barely able to get it away. But it may be TSIRANG's ball. If they can get that touch correct, they do keep it towards Alex Willen. Kinza. Singhe creates some separation away from Kinza Tashi, but again able to come just in the nick of time for Sadiq Suli. Now up front in possession in midfield. Challenge coming in hot from Rinchen Damge. Tawa. Still Tawa. Amazing bit of skill there. Got that left foot, but settled for a pass instead, and that hesitation keeps it for TSIRANG. Dangerous chance again. Olawale unable to get it around. Kizatash top 10, and now Organ with the reins. Decently ambitious, at least on the build-up. But right back out to Antonio Dylan da Silva for TSIRANG. 20 minutes in, and right now it has been an amazing display of footballing ability. TSIRANG, 8th in the rankings, facing off against second place THIMPHU City, and right now it is a match going completely in favor of TSIRANG. THIMPHU City are looking lost away right now at TSIRANG, but a lot of time remaining out here in the match. So, a lot that could happen in the coming minutes of the game. TSIRANG. Alex Willen. Again, a lot of assists from his side, but only got his second goal of the season just right now here in this match. His first and only one was that amazing shot past the end of Damga. Earlier, same field. No contact there, but Organ able to sell it off. It will be an unwarranted advantage for THIMPHU City. But with Alex Willen down on the ground, it is a chance indeed to take away a little bit of heat over from the side of THIMPHU City. They have created so many chances early on. But right now, hesitation still in the back of their mind as that one goal went in from Alex Willen. This time, cross is perfect, but the header not quite so. Sends it high up in the air. Follow-up opportunity may possibly be for THIMPHU City, but Sadiq Suli sent down on the ground. Rolo Zapata not liking that, but the follow-up still harsh from TSIRANG, but THIMPHU City able to get away with no possession again. Jonathan able to find escape. A series of amazing one touches, finds the pass towards Jignom Seltop. Again in midfield, look at Jitin. His work rate just keeps him running, keeps him working for spaces to allow passes to come up out of nowhere. You think your man is doing an amazing job marking him, but he continues on running until he finds himself free of any mark. And right now he is doing the same, creating just one more option for TSIRANG to have to worry about. That is working wonders. Yellow card, Tampi Ernest for that challenge on Bak Rome. Wasn't really intentional though, although it was quite harsh. He has gotten his apologies, so nice to see that coming in. As THIMPHU City get a solid chance, and this time it has been a while. Dawat hitting. Looks like our man is taking the free kick finally. Tawa, well, got a bit too excited for development of that caliber, but it was decent at least seeing him get the chance to go at it from a set piece, which has been quite a while, especially with the addition of Jonathan Zarilla. But Sering Dendo, Alex Willen the chance again, touch comes in, but sent it off to the side of the net. Couldn't keep it on target. TSIRANG with a chance worth their weight in gold. Sering Dendo missing that clearance, sent it straight towards Oladipo. Chance up for Alex, but the pressure with Sering Dendo tracking back way too much for the midfielder. Chance wasted to double their lead, and now TSIRANG will find themselves on the back foot. THIMPHU City looking urgent. Juforce won it, but with John Payne Sasha right in the way of that pass, it will be a corner chance again for THIMPHU City. So many contacts, so many headers they've gotten, but none of them have been decent enough to even carry a slight bit of promise that it may warrant in a goal. But right now, hopefully, they've heated up Jonathan. His passes, no doubt in their consistency. It is the same again! Frantic! And in the midst of it all, TSIRANG will let away a chance to Sadiq Suli, who joins the ranks of Yuta Mishima up top, 10 goals to his name, as the top scorer of this season. TSIRANG's lead has now vanished. THIMPHU City should have gone in off of that first header, but the follow-up made sure of it nonetheless. Back to square one, 26 minutes in. Again, Jonathan, look at that cross. Just simply perfect. John Payne Sasha, no chance as Sadiq Suli got to open attempts without any contest from TSIRANG. Last time around during their matchup, it was a similar sort of situation, a similar story developing. Stefan Stalin saw the opener for TSIRANG 25 minutes in. Organ saw the equalizer 32 minutes in, and the winner came in the second half, 83 minutes in, where Sadiq Suli found the winning goal that ended it 2-1. Right now, a similar pattern unveiling itself here at TSIRANG. Can TSIRANG change their fate? THIMPHU City right now, their own undoing, as that loss of balance from Organ Maju will hand possession over to the home side. Right now, an amazing race, even beyond the title race, is the top scorer list. Top three right now, 10 goals each to their name. Abayomi Fakunle from Transport United. Right now, just recently joined Sadiq Suli. 10 goals to his name, and Yuta Mishima. 10 goals to his name. Right behind is Rinzen Doji, 8 goals from BFF Academy. So that race in itself is electrifying, to say the least. Bakro. Sadiq Suli. That lankiness able to shield away possession from so many defenders, but finally unable to hold out. Alex Willen able to get the most out of it. Not much help, has only 2 options. Olawale tightly contested, and only one other. Stolen away by THIMPHU City. Jitin over to Bakrom. But possession will be shut off. But again, an underrated aspect of the game in football, Jitin with his ball-winning ability. Sadiq Suli showing glimpses of it, but again, their main go-to has been the midfielder. And number 7, who has been amazing in these situations where you expect the opposition to hold on to possession for a bit long, but out of nowhere, he gets a clean-footed and possession is yours. Lo and behold, as Sadiq Suli, as John Payne Sasha coming in with a clinical tackle. A slow restart, Organ signaling for Topton to set out down on the line. Throwing goes over to Sadiq Suli. Again, not as noticeable, but early on in their campaign, THIMPHU City really loved to use Sadiq Suli as a target option. They would play a lot of long balls over to Sadiq, who had amazing ability up high in the air to trap that ball and make plays off of that possession. But in the second half, about halfway into the first round, they changed their tactics, started more of a slow build-up. And as a result of that, Sadiq Suli has changed how he has operated. Even Bakrom was an option off of the bench for Sadiq Suli, but right now these two working in partnership with each other has simply been amazing. One of the league's most lethal goal-scoring duos. Insane production from the two, 16 goals combined. Bakrom with 7 goals to his name, I believe, and Sadiq Suli, who just now reached 10. Hard to find a pair with more production than that, except maybe for Dodo and Yezer, who may match that, and Abdul Balde and Yuta Mishima from Paro, who is up at the top right now, but pretty much the same. Tawa. A weighted pass over. to Organ, who did well following up on that. Again, his goals this season have been nothing short of amazing. So many situations he comes up with shots and goals when the defenders are just not expecting them to come in. The most remarkable one was that goal straight off of the turnaround past so many defenders. And right now, Alex Willen stumbling, earning the call. Just an off balance it was, a cheeky shot there from Kinzatashi. But THIRANG unable to gain advantage off of that chance down on the left flank. It will be Organ now taking it up front. Sadiq unable to do much at the helm of that offense. THIRANG. A quarter of an hour remain right now, and THIRANG find themselves at the end of an amazing opportunity. Olawale Oladipo straight down the middle. May want to get that pass out sometime soon, but Tenzin completely missed. An uncharacteristic from the number 7, who has shown us that his efforts are simply efficient. And right now, that efficiency simply straight up abandoned him and his home side, letting him hear the worst of it too. "15 minutes was how long THIRANG sat on their lead for here in this match. 10 minutes where we saw Alex Willen score that amazing banger. 15 minutes later, 25 minutes in, was where we saw the response from Sadiq Suli. And right now, 8 minutes in, both teams creating chances for each other, but THIRANG look like they are unable to deal with the pressure a little bit, as contact inside the 6-yard box will be picked up by Antonio de Silva. A bit of a worrisome progression there from THIMPHU City, but THIRANG again, as we saw with that first goal, the quality of football in them is simply impeccable. But where they end up falling short time and time again is when they are back down in the match. Right now, had their momentum stolen away by THIMPHU City's equalizer, and that stress does seem to be creating a lot of chaos, a lot of mistakes from the side of THIRANG. That has been the pattern of their campaign, as THIMPHU City do lodge one in, but THIRANG's defense excellent. John Payne and Tampi Ernest locking down the airspace inside their own box right now. No advantages. Sparkrome entangled against Vijay Samal, I believe. THIRANG's possession again. A bit more than 10 minutes remain until we see the end of the first half. For THIRANG, even if they are not able to find a goal, they may want to at least keep it a draw, because THIMPHU City are taking full advantage of their momentum. THIRANG feeling a bit frantic, playing a bit erratic given the pressure that they are under. Alex Willen, a space in midfield, could have taken the shot, but decided to look for a better opportunity. And THIRANG doing well, taking away possession from THIMPHU City means that they go that much out of comfort, out of position, without having seen the ball for a while. Maybe the smart thing to do for THIRANG here. John Payne Sasha, Alex Willen, Sadiq Suli doing well. Dawat Sering rushed that pass a bit too much from Alex Willen. Back out to the goalkeeper it is for THIMPHU City. Well, There's the closer look. Sadiq Suri unable to keep that ball from Tawa under proper controls, went towards his hand. That appears successful. Amazing vision from the referee this time around. So many times we have seen such goals getting missed, but right now does seem like we are on track to a proper game. TSIRANG getting past that hurdle, getting past that scare on the other end with relative ease and finding themselves in an opportune moment all the way up in front. There's Wanda alongside Oladipo. Chance. TSIRANG now finding themselves on the other end. Cross comes in way too low. Easy interception there. Bakro, TSIRANG could be promising. They are putting the tempo up, but that pass went straight to the opposition. And now TSIRANG find themselves with Tenzin sent down with the challenge. Does seem like he is grimacing. Again, Cherno seems like the challenge was clean, went straight for the ball. Does seem like that hip of his had a role to play in Tenzin being sent down. Medic has been called on to the scene to get evaluations underway. But again, a reminder to our fans as to who the goal scorers are. It was Alex Willen who opened and Sadiq Suli from THIMPHU City who found the response. But in the meanwhile, despite the uncertainty of the weather, look at the support that is showing up in droves out here in TSIRANG. Not quite sure if we will get to see the fan-packed bolero that we saw last time around, some time ago in round 1 out here in TSIRANG. But again, always lovely to see the fans out here in the away games here in the BoB Bhutan Premier League. Last season, what was a much more populated road trip in places like Sun City, Samti as well. We had one of the most memorable crowds. But right now, TSIRANG, amazing from their part, showing love for their team. Did work first 10 minutes, but right now they are playing quite a bit shaky. They do make a solid hustle play. Gets possession back over to Alex Fizolwale Oladipo. Kushan Ganejanov. Jonathan has Tawa Kinzatashi able to send that ball away from the two defenders. Jonathan. Solid effort from TSIRANG, putting that defensive action in. Tawa. Solid one touch away from Rinchen Namgyal. Does force that ball up front. May not have been the best of chances, but it is one TSIRANG will gladly face head on. 5 minutes remain. Kinzang. Does have a man down, off of which Singh sends that ball out. But again, any direction this match could go in. Momentum has been back and forth, shared advantages early on in this match. But right now, with THIMPHU City scoring that equalizer, it has been completely in their favor. So many chances wasted. From TSIRANG FC had that one chance. Olawale open lane up front, decided to hold back and wait for Tampi Ernest to come in with the challenge. Tenzin Wanda as well, an opportune strike that simply ended up in a wild swing and a miss. That is where we stand right now. Antonio Dylan da Silva with possession. Ginza Again, look at the discipline from the side of THIMPHU City. They are not really giving that much space over. They may lose the first touch, they may lose the first pass, but the second is where they do a really good job of locking that possession down. And this time, Jitsen, again the glue guy in the middle. Chance coming up for THIMPHU City, but stolen away. Compact defensive effort there from TSIRANG, who let away. No zone, no space, as Olawale is down for TSIRANG again. Does seem like the former Grizzly is up on his feet. Steady challenges coming in from Sadiq Suli, but Antonio taking that chance. Kushan sending it the other way. Still sent down, still able to recover. Gets a pass out towards Champion Ernest. Alex Willen. Centrally, not much success with Champion Ernest in the way. Singh does keep a clean ball in the middle for Olawale to take, but it is the defense that gets there first for a proper challenge on the ball, and now immediately on the counter attack. THIMPHU City did have Bakro making that run, but Champion Ernest posted all the way deep. No chance there for the Uzbeki. Alex Willen has Bijay Samal on the wing, but that left foot a bit awkward coming in. For Alex Willen, already has surpassed his stats from Transport United. Right now, 2 goals, 6 assists to his name, and still counting on. But I do have a feeling that before that assist comes in, it may be a goal that we see from Alex Willen again. There's Wanda. Now TSIRANG steals it away. Again, look at that effort from THIMPHU City. Sadiq Suli getting himself involved all the way back. And now Jitsen. Jonathan. Barely able to send it out. TSIRANG recovers. Olawale Oladipo. It may be the chance they were waiting for a while, but with Kushan posted right in the middle of that passing lane, it will go right back out to their back line. Clinical chances coming in. Creative execution coming in, but again falling short. Bakrom. Still Bakrom. 5 seconds away from additional time. There it is. 3 more minutes have been awarded until the end of the first half. Kinza. Left foot. Able to get it away from Kinza. Tashi Olawale Oladipo has help. Barely grazed the wing. Throw in for TSIRANG. They look to play it quickly. Alex Willen try to get a bit. Try to keep Morgan guessing. Unable to do so. Pimadoji. TSIRANG. Again, if they can find that fire they had in the first 10 minutes, it would help them drastically going forward. But that ambition from Alex Willen rewarded right now. Champion Ernest may want to get himself involved. Equally as capable as the next guy on the roster of winning those duels up in the air. Bijay Samal trusted with the setup. His left foot sent it straight towards TSIRANG Tendo. The accuracy on that simply astonishing, but may want it a bit further away from the goalkeeper to have any chance of finding advantage pass. Champion Ernest past Giano Endo, Kushan Ganejanov, and Sadiq Suli. Bijay trying again. His first was amazing. The second amazing again. THIMPHU City forced to send it out. Sadiq Suli. Singh stretching those numbers 10. Delivery goes back out. Header comes in from Tenzin Wada. But seems like the call has been given for yet another corner for TSIRANG. Kinza stepping up. Seems like it will be Tenzin Wada. Kinza, an option short. He will decide to send it in quick, but it is straight towards sitting dead up. Even his own teammates got aback by the quickness with which he sent that corner in. And now Jitsin looking to do the same on the other end, but Alex Willen able to find that ball off of a challenge from Rinchen Namgyal. Mistakes coming in from both sides. The last 20 seconds of play. Tawa. The chance for THIMPHU City, who have the last possession to get into the halftime break with an advantage. Bakrom on the right, one-on-one. Taking it versus Singh, but an amazing read defensively will force that ball out. We are out of time. We are at the referee's mercy. Throw in play towards Sadiq Suli, who is able to keep it in. Bakrom sending it right in. Jitin, Jonathan may want to let off that shot quick before defenders converge, but way too late. And with that, whistle comes in. We end the spectacular back and forth between the two teams of THIMPHU City and TSIRANG. 1-1 each. Amazing effort. TSIRANG coming alive defensively in the last couple of minutes of the game. Unfortunately, they could not convert from that many corners. But again, momentum and confidence should be back for the home side in the second half. Right now, we saw goals from Alex Willen, who scored in the 10-minute mark with an amazing strike from afar. Sadiq Suli, who had the response 25 minutes in, and that is where we stand going into the halftime break. TSIRANG FC 1, THIMPHU City 1. But could be anybody's game going ahead in the second half. For TSIRANG, 3 points here will not take them away from 8th place. They will still be there because there is a 4-point margin between BFF, who are at 7th, and TSIRANG, who are down at 8th. But for THIMPHU City, it will mean everything to stay in the title race by getting a win here. So, who knows what we may see in the second half. But until then, this was your commentator, Winter Shitoji. See you guys in the second half. Ladies and gentlemen, Sangpo, and welcome back to the second half of the battle here at TSIRANG between TSIRANG FC and THIMPHU City, who are visiting in blue. Right now, the scoreline stands 1-1, courtesy of amazing heroics from Alex Willen for TSIRANG and Sadiq Suli from THIMPHU City. But as it stands right now, momentum is with THIMPHU City. TSIRANG's defense did come alive in the closing stages of the first half, and immediately a shot out of nowhere from THIMPHU City, testing Antonio Dillon's reactions. But it will work out for the goalkeeper. 41's ball to take for TSIRANG. Early in the first half, it was a frequent back and forth between the two. The starting of the game saw chances created both ways. TSIRANG, in fact, opened up with the shots taken against Serintendo, but immediately after followed up with THIMPHU City, who was simply brilliant until they were shut down by Alex Willen with an amazing strike. The opposite happened, however, as Sadiq Suli found the equalizer, found the response. TSIRANG completely denied of all sorts of hope, all sorts of possessions, as THIMPHU City simply kept piling pressure upon pressure. Eventually, when TSIRANG did get the chances, did get two major chances, they ended up simply being thrown away, thrown aside by sheer frustration and pressure. Hopefully, the second half is a completely different story, as we have THIMPHU City steadily building up possession. TSIRANG has found no proper chance yet since the restart. 2 minutes in. Jonathan. Bakrom. Again, one often unnoticed aspect of THIMPHU City's game is the amazing timing they have between their players. The runs the wingbacks make up front and the dropping back of the strikers in Bakrom and Sadiq Suli is an execution that may be critically punished if there's ever a bit of a delay in between of those two actions. But right now, both of them are simply perfect. Just when Kenza and Jigna make their runs up front, Bakrom and Sadiq somehow straight up end in that back line. Amazing timing, amazing communication between the two, as TSIRANG forced again back to their goalkeeper. Jignam Clean pass up front. Sadiq Suli keeps it towards himself, but the double team came in right in his way. And so far, continuous possessions where Sadiq has wanted a call but has gotten none. As THIMPHU City through Chieno. Tawa. Over to Jagnam. This could be something, one-on-one opportunity, but that touch all the way up front and stolen away by THIMPHU Ernest. No chance for Sadiq Suli, but TSIRANG again still on the back foot despite finding advantage. Olawale Oladipo, lone heroics, teammates way far back, still Olawale. TSIRANG able to find a recovery off of the chance created, possession taken all the way deep into THIMPHU City's half, but with that yellow card out for Alex Willen, I believe, as Jitson was sent down on the ground. THIMPHU City taking it slow, a lot of space in the middle for Sadiq Suli, but steadily making progress. They take it on the flanks. Organ. Cross, winding up. It is a feint. It is still kept alive. Double team coming in now. They may want to get an outlet out as soon as possible. And TSIRANG does. That same defensive energy that ended the first half. With so many denials of THIMPHU City's chances, still keeping them afloat. 15 minutes in, still 1-1 between the two. Tawa. Back out to Antonio again. Threat averted. But look at the struggle TSIRANG is having in build-up. Was not the case when they started. But right now it is. That same play continuing on with their struggles as Alex Willen. Inciting a bit of chaos. Telling the referee to give away a yellow card over to Jonathan. But it will at least end up in possession for TSIRANG. THIMPHU, Ernest and Kenza. Floated in. Advantage may be for TSIRANG. They do get an overhead out. Kenzuana! That left foot couldn't get enough power behind it to pose a proper threat. And now THIMPHU City. Jonathan. Backroom Sadiq Suli Tawa sitting with a lot of space if they can flick one over to the other side. But they will have to restart to a throw-in. And with that advantage loss, TSIRANG has compacted themselves proper. Sadiq Suli back to his target man responsibilities as Chitin. Over to Jonathan. Tawa. Clean one touches. Tawa left foot, but it is straight towards the defender. Forced back out. Chitin on the recovery. Decent chance. Solid on the build-up, but not the result they wanted. Antonio's ball to play. They may want to play it long eventually and try to win possession deep inside, because so far their short passes not quite getting them the advantage it did in midfield. Second ball is TSIRANG's. Olawale Oladipo stolen off by Kushan Ganejanov and back out to TSIRANG then to Pades. Sharp execution from THIMPHU City on the recovery. Help came in just from the right angles. Now TSIRANG. Chitin on the left. One-on-one versus Pematochi. Chitin able to get the defender to slip, but no advantage off of that chance now TSIRANG. Chances is steadily forced out. Double team coming in. Pass straight out to Olawale, but the challenge coming in from behind. Vijay Samal clipped off Dao TSIRANG's foot as he was preparing to send that ball out over to that other side. It will be THIMPHU City. Again, a closer look at that. Just wanted to make a play on the ball, but unable to do so. Now is a chance for THIMPHU City. Jonathan back to delivery duty. Could be an angle to launch a shot off. Seems like that left foot does not come. Jonathan floats one far out. Header comes in, but despite rising up amidst a double team, it is way too awkward to generate enough power to make a proper attempt on the ball. TSIRANG's it is. 10 minutes since the restart. No clear advantage for both sides. Again, Jonathan, Jignam. Wild swing, it misses. Rome unable to find advantage past Tampy Ernest, but that clearance goes straight down the middle, and now a yellow card for Rome, who went at Tampy Ernest looking for redemption. Just reckless there. And a deserved yellow card for Rome. He does have a lot of strength to him as well. Alex does seem to be up, and with that, Antonio to play. Antonio almost sent it up front to a teammate, but it was THIMPHU City congesting the lane down on the right flank, and now Alex Willen baited that challenge from Organ, who fell for the trap. Saw that challenge coming in from Organ, held his left foot back again. That was pretty smart. And now Tampy Ernest. Tampy all the way inside. Chance maturing, but the touch simply not blessing them at all. Organ slightly late. Pematochi able to send it out. Still Pema. Stolen away, Chitin able to keep it away from Pema, and now they find themselves with a lot of space down on the left. Alex Willen coming in to cover that gap, but Chitin nimble enough to get that ball away from danger from the siding challenge of Alex Willen. And at the same time, baiting that challenge will get yet another opportunity for Jonathan Zorella. With that, a couple of substitutions. We have a new face coming in. A legend of yet another Uzbeki for the THIMPHU City ranks. And alongside him coming in is Karma TSIRANG. In the meanwhile, a closer look at that bit of skill. Look at that. That right foot quick enough. Seems like he forced it in between the legs of Alex Willen. And he does well, earning an opportunity. Jonathan, perfect with that pass, but it was straight towards TSIRANG. Just unfortunate, his teammates were unable to find a proper stronghold inside that box of TSIRANG's. But the attack will continue on. Right now, the second half has been pure domination from the side of THIMPHU City. No chance at all for TSIRANG, no shot at all as well. Back out to Chieno. Singanduk, solid with the distribution. Morgan, strong enough, that shoulder was clean, and with that he earns THIMPHU City an opportunity from the corners again. Smart there, letting it roll past Pema again. Smart use of that shoulder, but it will be Jonathan's to take. Again, this time with a Legionov in the mix, the 6'2" central defender, joined from Machindra FC. Should be more options to work with. Kamashirup bothering Antonio Dylan Silva. They have a Legionov far post waiting for a run-in. Chieno Sadiksuli right back post, but Antonio able to send that in. Whistle comes in. TSIRANG's possession it will be. A sad fizzling out of that opportunity. Legionov. Jonathan. Still somehow able to retain possession, and now Jingams it is. Hogan. Tawa. Steady progression, passing lanes, closed down by TSIRANG. Again, despite posting up a lackluster effort up front offensively, their defense has simply been elite. TSIRANG not getting much possession, but not really asking for the same either. They are doing well against every challenge, every facet of offense THIMPHU City are putting up against them. Sherup over to Chieno. Chignam. Sherup again. Again. Switching it over. Pass comes in perfect. But the trap not quite so. Decides to go for it right inside. Amazing reflexes from the goalkeeper, who I believe sent that ball over to the crossbar and out. Amazing effort from Organ, who put together an amazing volley at the end of that. Careful delivery. But again, look at that. Jitin scanning. That pass, that cross, just amazing. And even more amazing from the goalkeeper, who was quick enough to react to that shot, has himself in the right position. But the corner that came after will fizzle out again for THIMPHU City. No advantage gain, back out to Antonio Dylan da Silva it is. Lejon. Jonathan. Steady progress, but THIRANG coming in hot still. Somehow found an escape. THIMPHU City. Left foot keeps it to Sadiq Soli, posted up. Pass comes in way too low. Kins are able to send it out. And now THIRANG masterfully evading that press, but stolen away equally as magically Toa! But look at that save again. Antonio Dylan on fire. THIRANG's goalkeeper single-handedly denying two amazing chances from THIRANG back-to-back as well. But maybe back-to-back as Sadiq. Shot blocked off, follow-up blocked off again. Amazing efforts. Singewachu. That fake will get possession away. Finally, man down for THIRANG. And with that, we finally have evaluations underway. What a stretch it has been here in this match. THIMPHU City lighting it up offensively, and Antonio single-handedly keeping every one of those attempts away. First one was that volley from Organ, and the second, Tawa, off of a majestically stolen possession from Jitin. Could not find the finish past the goalkeeper. The 26-year-old goalkeeper signed over from the second division of the I-League. Just simply amazing. Again, it was a combined team effort that kept away those first two shots from Sadiq Suli. But it will be a much-needed breather they have with their man down on the ground. 66 minutes in anyone's game still. On screen, the head coach for THIRANG has an amazing roster to work with, but hasn't really found the same bit of success as he probably would have wanted to. A lot of major upsets from THIRANG's side, but just in the matches where they were expected to come out with easy victories, they simply fell short in. Their most heroic efforts right now this season mounted up against Ugan Academy, where down came up to win 3-2 off of efforts from Stefan Stalin. But right now, with Stefan Stalin out of the equation, should be a hard match for THIRANG, at least to get the production they want. THIMPHU City almost got away with that throw-in. That header makes it a bit difficult. Cleared off by Tampi Ernest. Straight to that back line. Chieno Endo has Jitin up front. Lejon on the other side. Olawale putting a bit of pressure on the midfielder as Tawa has runners. Gets that pass out clean. Jignam Seltop tried to get fancy, but with the body in the way, it will be THIRANG's possession to take forward. Close call there. THIMPHU City almost got lacking. But with that escape, they will find the chance for a counter immediately. TSIRANG lacking the numbers to put together a proper defensive effort, but one will be enough. Although that clearance did not really go as planned, it is THIMPHU City in possession. Oh. Steady possession from TSIRANG. They are able to send it up front to Bijay, but the touch way too heavy. Jignam up front to Bakrom. Jonathan has Bakrom making a run in. Can he keep that ball alive? He does, but unable to find the power to put a proper cross in. It is now back out. Winding up, shot comes in. Stand up high. And with that, we have a substitution for TSIRANG. Man down as well. Drugel Tamang brought in for TSIRANG FC. Does seem like it is serious. Stretcher has been called in. It is John Payne Sasha who is down on the ground, formerly TSIRANG's captain. But does seem like it is pretty serious. Hopefully he is only out for a momentary notice and is able to come right back in. City stumbling, TSIRANG able to take advantage over on the flank as well. Despite sitting on the stretcher first time around, John Payne Sasha immediately able to get right back up and walk over himself. But without him, it may be a moment of fortune for THIMPHU City. With their defender out of the equation, it is one less man to worry about. Frantic possession both ways. Bakrom finding no advantage. And with that, I do believe John Payne Sasha will be prepping to come right back in. Antonio looking to send it right back out. Sherup. Throw and play it back. Lejon. Chiano Indo. A lot of space for the defenders to get in a bit deeper to kickstart their offense. Siddiq Sudi has to step out. Has Tawa and Bakrom inside. Cross may come in. Is pretty low. Had a touch in from John Payne. Touch still. THIMPHU City's had a chance to close it off with a shot, but a Lejon. Olawale full speed ahead, sending the centre back down. We have a man down on the other end as well, but play will build on. THIMPHU City taking advantage. Possession inside the box. Alex Willen coming on with the harsh challenge. And Tenzin Wana, no mercy as he sends it out. Lejon up after that contact, but now John Payne Sasha unhappy with Jonathan. Both teams heating up, not quite so in the ways they want to. Hopefully, tensions are kept down to a manageable level for the referee. But right now, THIMPHU City again having trouble breaching past this amazing fortress that TSIRANG has put up at home. But it may be a chance tested yet again. Clean challenge, says the referee, blocked off. It will be a goal kick for Antonio Dillon. Again, amazing execution on defense. But to get a victory, you may need something going the other way. Had one close goal earlier. There's something happening over on the coaching staff for THIMPHU City as well. Also far out behind, seems like Dominic Douglas is preparing to come into this match as well. But on screen, head coach Rolo Zapata, the Argentinian, has been a part of so many campaigns all across the world in so many different continents. Africa, he has coached African national teams, he has coached club teams, youth teams, you name it. He's been a part of so many promising starts to the careers of so many great footballers, and right now has taken his talents to THIMPHU City. His only objective right now to win the league, and he is doing an amazing job right behind Paro. But in proper contention as Tawa curls it over inside the box, shot winding up, it is low, blocked off again. TSIRANG, their efforts working as planned, all according to plan, their numbers putting together amazing opportunities, but Barkrome tried to get a bit fancy with that pass towards Tawa. Almost connected as well. Scary how that developed, but now back on the other end. Championist is being urged to send it out straight towards the post by their fans, but will decide to play it smart and send it out to the flanks, but unable to keep it under control. Jonathan, the chance to get something back, but Antonio again crucial to TSIRANG's efforts to staying afloat here in this match. 1-1 still the scoreline, all because the heroics of one man. 3 proper attempts denied, but the referee having a bit of intervention for himself again. As this time the goalkeeper for TSIRANG down on the ground. Challenge came in while he was up in the air. That cross was clean, but a Legion, losing balance, simply went straight into the goalkeeper. So far, plenty of entertainment for the fans that have come to show some love here at Zirang for their home team. But again, celebrations have been escaping their grasps for quite a while. 70 minutes ago was when they saw that goal from Alex Wellen, and right now with 10 minutes left on the clock, eventually may want one more. Similar scenario as last time, first time around when they met in round one. A quick reminder as to what happened. It was Stefan Solin for Tirang who opened up the scoring, similar like how Alex did. Saw a response from Oregon during that match. This time around, it was Sadiq Suli in the first half. And last time, it was a goal in the 83rd minute from Sadiq Suli that sealed the win for THIMPHU City. Will it be a repeat of history, or will this time Tirang shift the storyline in their favor to set THIMPHU City back in their championship hopes? Chance coming in. Tirang's defense as effective as always. The header sends it all the way out to the flanks. Cross may come in. It is floated up a bit too high for their liking. Bijay Samal cleaned up by Tawat Sering, who floats one in again. Had Sadiq Suli right there. Possession kept in by THIMPHU City, but with the flag up, it will deny their chance. Jitsin will get a yellow card for sending that ball straight towards the referee. Not quite sure if that was intentional, but it was way after the whistle, and that was unnecessary. So a yellow card it is for the number 7 for THIMPHU City. A bit of a deliberation on the other end. Rafiz Olwale Oladipo going down. Not quite sure what the call will be from the referee. What does seem like it will go without a call. Tirang's fans urging the referee for a call to their own side. But THIMPHU City strong challenges coming in both ways again for the fans of Para FC. They will want either a draw or a loss for THIMPHU City today, because it does set them back by quite a lot. Para right now on an amazing win streak. Since that loss and draw that started off their campaign, hasn't seen any shortage of wins since then. THIMPHU City may want the best out of this opportunity. Kept high up in the air. Header sends it out towards Jonathan again. Has Jitin straight down the middle, but Jonathan will lob one in. Header sends it up again. No goalkeeper! Shot comes in, but this time off target. So many close calls inside that box yet again. But what did Tirang eat? Again, look at that cross sent up high by Alex Willen. Follow up. A lot of desperation there. A lot of possible goals. But again, it was way too hectic. And Olawale Oladipo sent down to the ground by Chiedo Indro, this time in vision of the assistant referee. THIMPHU City trying again. On the flanks, a bit of numbers to work with. Herer comes in. Flicked off clinical there on the execution. Tawa grabbed down to the ground by Bijay Samal. Wasn't really expecting that. But Dawa did well going with the flow. Does earn them a decent opportunity for THIMPHU City. Does seem like Dominic Douglas is being called in. One of their newest signings, the one called on before Legionov, an amazing threat up in the air, so a lot more pieces for Jonathan Zorella to work with. Who will he choose? 5 minutes remain. Could opt for a shot as well. Antonio has been conditioned to look for that cross coming in from, look for that setup coming in from Jonathan. So it may be a cheeky opportunity to get in a shot, which Jonathan does, but overhit it with too much power. And chance wasted. That TSIRANG will put together an immaculate effort on defense again. Antonio playing it up front. Ahera will send it towards TSIRANG Tendo. Solid bit of flair there from Domain Sadiq Suli. Way too hard there from Tawa, but it is a chance they get again. Jonathan right inside. Can he get a foot in? Doesn't, but it is a chance from outside. Jonathan down on the ground. It will be play on for TSIRANG. Lejon strong enough. Dominic Douglas. Challenge coming in a bit reckless there from Alex Willen. Jignam. Dawa. Dawa TSIRANG. Head up. Keeps it away from THIMPHU City. A stressful end to the match right now. Win could go both ways. A draw will help neither. It will be a victory that will give both teams the best results they want. A setback here will be more costly for THIMPHU City, who are right now on track to challenge Baro FC for a proper final battle. But a loss here will mean that they will be 5 points away. 12 games played, which does mean that they will end up praying for Baro's downfall sooner or later in their matches. THIMPHU Ernest kept away towards Tawa. Signum Selto. 2 minutes remain. Tawa TSIRANG able to play a lovely ball up front. Can his team find advantage? Dominic Douglas up in the air, challenging THIMPHU Ernest. But Alex Willen in possession midfield, cutting it away from Dominic Douglas in the center circle. Drigal Tamang. They do have Tenziwanda. They do have Olawale Olatipo inside. Cross comes in. A bit too far behind for Olatipo, but Bijay Samal trying to keep that ball alive, unable to do so. TSIRANG Tendo's chance it is. Jonathan. Amazing ball up front. Sadiq Suli. Nobody up in front of him. Kinzang is tracking back quickly. Tried to force a pass in, unable to do so. Clip the defense, who will send it out for a throw-in. Last minute of play. Organ, the captain, has been missing in THIMPHU City's build-up for the last proper stretch. Does manage to get a cross in, which is grabbed clean by Antonio Tilenda Silva. THIMPHU City's chances dropping by the second. TSIRANG play a clean one up front. Looking for that chance up in the air. Shot comes in strong. Blocked off. Too many bodies in the way. The touch is bricked. by THIMPHU City, and now TSIRANG blessed with the chance to get a counter of their own in. Olawale looking to place in pass. Gieno, who is lanky, but Olawale too strong. Whistle comes in for that challenge. 7 more minutes of additional time have been awarded until the end of this match. Should be plenty for both teams to work with. Should be plenty for any team to get a goal in. Karamashiro. Dominic Douglas. Jonathan Organ. Sadiq Suli, Alex Willen coming in just at the perfect moment to take that ball away from the forward. Lejon, he is strong enough, 6'2" and a bit of muscle, allows him plenty of leverage past the otherwise big man of Fiz Olawale Oladipo. Jitin, Dawa. THIMPHU City lacking the urgency. And TSIRANG on the other end, playing just amazing. They have kept away so many possessions, so many chances away, but up in the air where THIMPHU City are putting up so many challenges. Is tonight first time Vijay Samal, the first line of defense against Dawa. Dawa lost his balance, still able to recover past Vijay Samal, but Pematoji coming in. Pass intercepted. Chance, Dominic Douglas. Lejon sets it up for Chitsin, who will send a wild one out. Just amazing quality from TSIRANG FC and their defense. As a viewer, one could feel suffocated. One can only imagine what THIMPHU City is feeling like right now. So many shots getting blocked, so many crosses getting headed away, so many possessions just being denied. Gieno Indu. Dawat sitting a lot of space on the left to get a proper cross in. Left foot does send it low. There was a touch, but kept right in the middle at a standstill for no shot. Jingnam Seltop. TSIRANG playing amazing again. This time a lot more numbers committed inside. Jitin forces one in towards Dominique. Dawa looking for that shot. Dominique gets one for himself, but completely compromised the accuracy on that shot. Antonio. Header coming in. Sherup. Lejon posted up. Oladipo, who is grappled down to the ground, and a yellow card for the Uzbeki. Appealing for a fair challenge, but again, may have been smart from Afiz Olawale Oladipo to get that call. It will be something TSIRANG will truly cherish. Again, both equally responsible for that fall, but Lejon could have been a bit smarter with that defense. Those arms locked around Oladipo made for a pretty obvious call for the referee. And with that, TSIRANG finally get a chance up in THIMPHU City's half. The only goal in this match from the side of TSIRANG came from a wonderful smash from Alex Willen, but what just happened? Simply threw away that chance, and now THIMPHU City will have to deal with a much more scattered back line. THIMPHU City do have possession and This time, THIMPHU Ernest. An easy call for the referee. 2 minutes remain. Cross comes in. Header keeps it up high. Organ sends it right in. Alejon looking to flick it back, unable to do so. Up high in the air, challenge comes in, but THIMPHU City denied their advantage, and now John Payne, Sasha and Alejonov both down on the ground. Tirang. Chance to close out. The last minute of play, shot saved with an amazing effort from Tsering Tendo, who is keeping the match level from his behalf as well. Man down again for Tirang. Past the allocated stoppage time, we are up to the mercy of the referee. May award a couple more minutes given the interruptions we had, and THIMPHU City are crumbling. Miscommunication. Can Tirang take advantage? But does seem like that will be it. An unsuccessful campaign for THIMPHU City, who were looking to keep stride for stride, band for band with Para FC, has now fallen short. A 7-game win streak ended by TSIRANG FC as this campaign ends 1-1. TSIRANG will get their first point in a long while, but they will still stay 8th on the table, 12 points to their name. And with that, the campaign at TSIRANG will prove to be a draw. 1-1 courtesy of goals from Alex Willen in the 10th minute and Sadiq Suli in the 25th minute. That will be it for today. So much drama, so much tensions as TSIRANG simply put together an exceptional performance, a world-class defense indeed from the side of TSIRANG. Just amazing as THIMPHU City, despite so many chances, firstly couldn't beat TSIRANG's defense, and then eventually when they did, just couldn't seem to get past 41. Antonio Dylan da Silva, the goalkeeper for TSIRANG, on amazing form today. And that is where we end the story today. This was your commentator, Ogundish Toji. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your interactions. But until then, see you guys in the next one.